Today, guys, we are making banana bread, and we're actually making 2 loaves of banana bread because I need to gift one. Someone the other day brought me some goodies, and they brought it, I know it's a Christmas one, but they brought me a giving plate. So we're just going to pretend it's not Christmas. We're going to use this giving plate, and we're going to make some banana bread and put on here and return the kind gesture. So I thought banana bread because I think everyone likes it. And right now it's kind of still cold weather and it's just warm and inviting. You can have it with tea, you can have it with coffee, whatever you prefer, hot cocoa. But we are just making a simple banana bread. Okay, so I need, since I'm doubling it, I need 4 bananas, and I have exactly 4 very ripe bananas. I'm just going to put them in the bowl. I know that each week there's been a different setup in the kitchen. I'm still trying to find the best place for the camera and the lighting and everything like that because I want to give you the best video I can, and so that's why we're always in a little bit different place right now, but we'll find our place. Okay, we're going to set our bananas, right to the side. So now we need 3½ cups of all-purpose flour. There's 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to grab a half. 3½ cups. Okay, now we need 1 1/3 cup of sugar. Okay, now we need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Now we need 1 teaspoon of salt. So many of you asked me where I got my salt and pepper shakers from. I got them at the Dollar Tree. At the Dollar Tree. I love them. Now we need 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm just going to put it right in. Just going to stir it up. Combine it really good. I'm going to set this to the side. We're going to bring back out our bananas. We're going to mash them up a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to mash these up. I'm just using my potato masher. And they were good and ripe, and they smell wonderful. Okay, now we need 1 cup of Crisco shortening, and I found these. I didn't even know they had them. They're the little sticks of Crisco at the grocery store. I know they've had them a long time. My friend I told her, I said, guess what I found at the grocery store? She said, Fran, that's all I've used in years. Where have I been? So we're going to mix up 1 cup of shortening. Okay, we can go ahead and mash up our shortening. And I did make sure it was room temperature. Okay, now we need 4 eggs. Remember, we are doubling this recipe because I'm going to gift one and I'm going to keep one. We have to try it, don't we? And if I'm gifting it, I don't want to cut it. So I love the banana bread with my coffee. And we're just going to kind of mix it a little bit. Okay, now we're going to put in a teaspoon of vanilla, and this is really almost gone. So that was the end of that. A very nice and smooth consistency. Now we're just going to take and we're going to put a little bit of flour in at the time while we mix it up. Say about a third. We'll make sure we scrape our bowl really good. You can put nuts in this. You can fold nuts, raisins, whatever you like. Now, personally, I love, love, love raisins. But since I'm gifting it and since I just want a simple recipe today, I'm just making plain, wonderful banana bread. Like the first time I ever had it was just banana bread, nothing else. And I flipped over it, and I'm going to make this the same exact way. These are the bread pans that I absolutely am in love with, and they are Pampered Chef. No, I'm not sponsored. I love them, and yes, they look wore out, but all that browning on stoneware is proof that they are loved and used, and the more you use them, the better they get. Really and truly, that is so true. They're not wore out. They are just getting started, and I've had them since the 90s, okay? We are going to spray these with a little bit of Baker's Joy, and we're going to half it. I think banana bread can be even served as a dessert with butter pecan ice cream. Oh my gosh, put a slice of this and some butter pecan ice cream and you're in heaven, okay? But I don't have any butter pecans. And yes, I am going to put each one of these on a small sheet pan. And so many of you ask me, especially you new subscribers, which welcome, welcome. And we're so thrilled that you're here. But I always double my sheet pans because I don't like things too dark on my breads and cookies and things like that at the bottom. Okay, guys, these are cake strips. And these are going to make your banana bread come out perfect. We're just going to put one right over it, but we have to wet them first. We wet our cake strips. And these are wore out. But this is what they look like brand new. And you just wet them and you put them, well, this one's not new, but it's not worn out. You wet them and put them around your bread pan or cake pan, whatever. And I'm going to put them around my bread pan today. Just one around one of these loaf pans because it's going to be a gift. And we're going to see if they work really good or not. We've done this before with cakes, and we found that the cakes with the cake strips are perfect. Perfectly flat and round. So we're going to put 2 on this one. It's kind of a tall, pan. We're going to put these in a 350 degree preheated oven for about 50 to 55 minutes. Hey guys, I got a grocery order while we're waiting on that banana bread, and I'm going to share with you my little grocery order. I got a bag of lemons, some cherry tomatoes, some Southern Biscuit self-rising flour. I got some, I guess it's called sushi ginger. No, I'm not making sushi. I got some chicken seasoned coating mix. I really like this. It's like shake and bake. And I wanted to try these. I have never tried them. They're the garlic herb baby potato. They're kind of like a family family size, so I wanted to try these. They can be microwave or oven ready. Got some bananas. I got some cornflakes. I love cornflakes with bananas. I got some Cornish hens, smoked pork chop. I got a seasoning blend. I wanted to try this coffee, see what it tastes like before I buy a bigger one from Sam's or Costco or somewhere. I got some sourdough bread. This is so good as a grilled cheese. Oh my gosh. Lettuce, some grapes, some organic milk for my grandkids, and then I got me some of this creamer. I really, really love this. It tastes so good. And they've got this new stuff, guys, and it is a garlic, herb, and butter Kerrygold, and I wanted to try it. But look at this. They've got a cinnamon sugar butter blend. Oh my goodness. I said I have to try this. We have to try it. I got some croissants. A couple seasoning packets. I don't buy a lot of seasoning packets, but I kind of wanted to give these a try. Got some carrots, some chicken breasts, some pork, some pinto beans. I got a small roast, some ground turkey, some asparagus, some baby potatoes, and a little slider roll, and a gallon of whole milk. Okay, guys, I got those groceries put away. It's time to take out that banana bread, and we're going to see if the cake strips made a difference on the banana bread loaf pan. Okay, this is the one with the cake strips. And this is the one without. Honestly, they look the same. I love experiments, whether they come out right or whether they don't. Oh my goodness, we're gonna let this cool for a few minutes. We're gonna go ahead and take it off our little sheet pans, and they're not dirty, so that's the good part. You don't have to wash them. Ooh. Get that cake strip off. Well, nothing like banana bread cooling. Oh my goodness, especially on a cold day. Okay, we have our cooling rack here. We're gonna go ahead and turn them out. Look at that. Perfect. Perfection. See, this one's a little bit darker. It did not have the cake strips, so it is a little darker. So maybe the experiment did prove something. Okay guys, our banana bread has cooled, and I've put it on a beautiful plate to show you the light and the dark. And this one has a flatter top, and this has a dome top. It must flatten out as it cools down, but both are perfect. It doesn't matter if you have cake strips or not. This recipe is for you. This, oh, we gotta try it. Okay, we're gonna try our banana bread. My husband loves the end piece, so I'm gonna save this one for him. He'll be out in a few minutes, but I'm gonna save the end piece for him. He always says, "Why don't you save me the end piece?" So I've learned after 38 years, almost 39, that I save him the end piece. Okay guys, look at that banana bread. That is perfection. Beautiful, cooked. Oh my gosh. And you know what? You can tell that it is moist. It is still warm. That is a beautiful piece of banana bread. This is high-end luxury made in your kitchen. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is so good. It is so moist. That shortening, oh my goodness. This is a beautiful gift This is a beautiful gift to yourself and in your kitchen, and make you something special just for you. I want to say thank you so much for coming, hanging out with me in my kitchen today. You guys are so kind, so loving. Your comments, your tips, you just blow me away. Every week, YouTube gives us our little analytics, and I get so many comments. I get so many comments that my comments should be up with people who get hundreds of thousands of views, and that is because you participate. You come into my kitchen with me. You share your tips. You share your experiences. You share if you make the recipe or not. You are YouTube. You have blessed me. You so kind and so loving, and I know it all comes from you. You make me want to be better. You make me want to do better. You make me want to share even more. You guys go. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Make that banana bread. Looks up your life. Give yourself a treat. Get your house smelling good with that banana bread baking. Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to try some of that cinnamon butter on that banana bread. Doesn't that sound good that we got from the grocery store? You guys go. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.